what we see with our eyes, with our naked eyes on the real sky, this is the important phenomenon. Astrology is innate. It is inside the human psyche. It's part of the basic structure of the human soul. The sky and the earth are in unity. What I understand by ancient astrology, this is like the ancient astrology of the Golden Age. This is when astrology was given to the first Hermes by God himself. So astrology was not and is not, according to my understanding and conviction, astrology is not a historical process. History of astrology, this is only the technical side of astrology, but not the substance. Babylonian, then Greek or Hellenistic, Arab, medieval, Renaissance, some of them are closer to this initial kind of astrology of the Golden Age, like the first illumination that was given to the first Hermes of what astrology is. So this is like the original doctrine of astrology is the first teaching which was given in a vision by God to the first Hermes, or to Enoch, as is in the Bible. So this astrology, I believe, is the real astrology, which explains the unity of the sky and the earth, and everything else is just kind of something like approximation to this real golden time astrology. And it seems to me that the more we move from this golden time, which I believe was in 5500 BC, which means 7,500 years before now. So I believe that this was the time of the Golden Age, and this was the time of the first Hermes. And in my book, The Babylonian Astrolabe, I give proof for this, mathematical and astronomical proof. This is a book in the academic stream. It is published in the Syria's State Archives of Assyria Studies, and the project director of this book is the very famous professor Simo Parpola. He is one of the best professors in Assyriology. And in this book, I prove mathematically that one text in cuneiform, which was called the Babylonian Astrolabe, has astronomical information from 5500 BC. And it seems to me that the more we move in time from this epoch, the more astrology is losing its original luster, its original meaning, its authenticity. And the more it forgets what is the real astrology. Because, okay, let's take the Greeks, for example, the Hellenistic astrology. The Hellenistic astrology already stopped watching the sky, or most of the Hellenistic astrologers didn't watch the sky. They just dealt with books and with ephemeris. But most of them, some of them still watched, but some of them didn't. And in Babylon, the astrologers watched the sky every day. The priests of Sumer and Babylon, they got ready 2 hours before sunrise. they took ablution, like a ritual washing, and then they went to the zikkurat and they watched the sky, and they kept the diary, what they saw there, everything. So they may see meteor, they may see some strange lights, they may see halo around the moon, anything that they saw, they put in the diary. And there are so many other important things, like when you watch the sky, it's the color of the light of the fixed stars, the color of the planets, it's changing. It's not always the same. Like Mars can sometimes be very red, sometimes it can be yellow, and Mercury can has all kinds of colors. Also, when a planet appears for the first time, it can be stable or it can be very flaky. It is very, very different. So we can judge a lot from these things, that nobody can predict what will be the color of Mercury when it arises for the first time. What will be the brightness of Antares tomorrow? Nobody knows. So there are a lot of things which can be seen only by direct observation. So this is the main point of authentic astrology from the golden times. This is the direct observation of the celestial sphere, of the whole sky. Today, the majority of the astrologers, they look at their computer screens, not at the sky. So they look at some kind of artificial, kind of schematic diagram.
A map, yes, a representation. Yeah, exactly.
And this is one-dimensional. Even
Yes.
it is so approximation to reality. It's not even the celestial sphere. It is the ecliptic with the projections of the planets and nothing else. Why is the horizon? Where is the horizon? Where are the stars? Where are the constellations? Come on, give me a break. So the Babylonians, they knew how to compute the heliacal phases, which means when the stars and the planets will appear heliacally and when will they disappear. And
so the relationship with the sun, the cycle in relationship with the sun.
Yeah, the cycle, because when a planet is conjunct with the sun, we cannot see the planet because it's very near the sun. But when they go apart at some kind of distance, then one beautiful morning we can see the planet for the first time appearing. And then this is happening the same with the fixed stars. And then when the sun comes closer and closer to a planet or to a fixed star, it disappears. So these are the heliacal phases: appearances and disappearances. And it was the ancients believed that the appearance of a planet or a fixed star meant the birth of this planet, of this star, and the disappearance, the death. When a planet appears or disappears, this is like a pivotal moment in the consciousness, because this energy starts flowing or stops flowing. When a planet disappears, the energy of this planet stops flowing, and then there is this period of rest when the fruits of this planet come to life. When a planet appears for the first time, this is when its energy starts flowing in the consciousness, and then people start developing this kind of energy. The Babylonians knew how to compute this phenomenon exactly to the very day. The Hellenists did not know how to compute. So they came with this rule of thumb to compute this like with 15 degrees distance on the ecliptic. They say, okay, if a planet is 15 degrees from the sun or more, it becomes visible. If it goes 15 degrees or less from the sun, it becomes invisible. But hey, this is not true. This is only so rough approximation. What I made, my computer program, which is called Placidus 7. It has a model about ancient astrology. And in this model, I tried to do my best to portray the two-dimensional sky. So here, just several things that you can orient yourself. Now you see this black circle here is the horizon. Now this is the horizon, you see it?
Yes.
I switch it on and switch it off. This is the horizon. On the left is the eastern horizon. On the right is the western horizon. So the yellow circle, which is a perfect circle, yellow-orange circle is the ecliptic.
Okay.
And this point here, concentric circles, 3, 4 of them, is the spring equinox. Right now, I am into the Babylonian zodiac, which is by the constellations. For example, look at Taurus. Look at the constellation Taurus. And here is the sign Taurus. Like in the Babylonian zodiac, the constellation and the sign are one and the same. There is no difference. However, in the tropical zodiac, Aries, the tropical Aries, starts from this point here, which is the spring equinox. So I can switch. I can switch to the tropical. So this is the tropical system. Now you see Aries, tropical Aries starts from the spring equinox.
Mm-hmm.
So the fixed Babylonian is connected with the stars, with the fixed stars. In the fixed Babylonian ecliptic Aldebaran, which is a star in the eye of the celestial bull of Taurus, is in the middle of the Babylonian Taurus, 1500. So, okay, so now I will show you the meridian. This blue line here is the meridian, and also here. So the blue lines are the meridian. I will show you the meridian here. I switch it off and switch it on.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see also the planets. And if a planet is in the heliacal phase, you can see above the planet small letters in red. So if you look carefully above Mercury, you can see these small letters.
Yes.
And it says MF1. MF1 means morning first, one day after birthday, after the birthday. So this means MF1 above Mercury means that the next day Mercury will show up as a morning star.
What a fascinating introduction to ancient astrology. Thank you, Rumen.
I want to wish good luck for you, for your family, and for everybody who is watching this video.
Please like and subscribe. Most importantly, if you have comments and feedback, I'd love to hear it.